All right, everybody. Welcome to the mission, the 8th mission, Tricks and Traps. Now, when we start out, there are a bunch of doors for us to go through. The first door we want to go through is the one that's directly south. When we come in this room, we're going to see a cyber demon that aggroes on us, but there's a whole bunch of barons that are facing the other way. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all these barons aggro on this cyber, or as many of them as we can. We're getting lucky because it looks like they're stunning the cyber pretty often. Alright. Something tells me that the cyber should almost be dead. There we go. Yeah, he didn't have much health left. Not after that. So I'm going to use my super shotty to kill that. We're not going to grab the invulnerability yet. We'll use that in a second. Grab the rockets. Now, if you were to aggro the enemies normally, if you saw earlier, this little step right here that the barons and the cyber would be scripted to normally walk up to, this is like an invisible enemy teleporter. Now here we have the yellow key and a door that, switch that opens up the door right here. Now, the door we started looking at, the one on the top right, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. Actually, no, it's not that one. It's this one. We're going to shoot the shotgunner and alert all of those cacos that are in that room. And then the next order of business is we're essentially just going to chainsaw these guys with the invulnerability. There's not a berserk on this level, so we can't do it any better. All right, let's go to work. Okay. Invul's wearing off, so we're just going to switch back to our super. Took out quite a few of them. That works for me. Alright. Looks like we got them all. Now, inside of this room where we killed the shotgunner when the cacos came out, there's a energy cell pack and a plasma gun. Be sure to pick those up. And there's also a switch. Be sure to hit that. One stray caco, no big deal. Alright, now from the Baron room, we're going to go into the next door. Which here we have some imps with a caco. Now, inside this room is a pit full of imps. Get out your rocket launcher, and then as soon as you strafe up, just fire. I didn't want to use too many rockets, but I think I got as many as I could. I think I got as many that I'm satisfied with. Alright. Now once we kill them, there's a switch here we can hit. There's also 2 boxes of shotgun shells. And if we run up against the wall, it teleports us back up. Now, in the next room, or this room right here, I opened the door earlier because I couldn't remember. There are a bunch of pinkies up here. I'm going to fire 4 rockets at each of these holes. Take out as many as I can, and then finish off the last one. Now, the reason why all those pinkies were up here is because if you go into either one of these cubbies, it causes the floor to raise, so that way the pinkies come down to you. There are also 2 switches right here in these alcoves where they were. Now, the switch we hit in that room with the shotgunner opened this up. so we can come in here, which is our first secret. Now, there is also a soul sphere right here. We can't really avoid grabbing this, so I'm just going to grab it. There are shotgunners in here. Go ahead and kill them as soon as you can, because we have a pinky onslaught to deal with. Thankfully, we're maxed on super shotgun ammo, so we can just sit here and just tunnel them. Okay, and saw one more. All right. Now there are also 4 backpacks here, so if you hadn't picked up a backpack before, you have no excuse. And then next up, I'm gonna go ahead and punch this wall right here. We got our next secret, which is the BFG. So we finally have it. Now then. Whew. Alright, before we go into the key doors, it's actually a hallway down here. This is one of the barons that ended up teleporting out of the room with the cyber. Now, if we approach this chainsaw up against this wall, the wall will raise and there will be a baron. Now, that door is actually an invisible enemy teleporter, which will teleport the baron behind you. Which one baron in a hallway ain't too bad to deal with. And there's also another secret where all this stuff is located. Now, we have a bunch more secrets, and they're all tied to this room right here. So here's how we're going to do this. There are 2 teleporters, one on both sides, but there's a 3rd teleporter in the center. What we're going to do is we're going to punch this, so it opens up the wall, and then we take the teleporter in. And we're basically going to carefully shoot these guys from up here. Why carefully? Because there are switches on the sides of these pillars that react to bullets. And I don't feel like putting up with that. Because when we trigger it, we're introduced to a new enemy, the Pain Elemental. I'm just going to use my chain gun here for the first bit. Now, the thing about Pain Elementals, their sole purpose is just spawning lost souls. That's it. This is what they do. Usually, rapid-fire weapons like the plasma gun and the chain gun work best on them. Now, if we shoot the other side, we get the same result. I'm going to go ahead and just use my plasma gun for this. Alright. And we're good. Now, shooting both of these wall switches opens up a little cubby in these teleporter holes, which has a bunch of stuff in them, and it also counts as 2 secrets. Now, for the next secret, if we come down here on this left wall, it actually lowers if we interact with it. We're going to run in here, kill the Spectre, grab the Haz suit. There's a teleporter right there to take us out. There's a Haz suit and an invisibility. Then if we go around here, box of rockets and some cell ammo. But yes, that is secret number 7 and the last secret. And this also gets us the box of bullets when it teleports us back out. Which I might as well go ahead and pick this stuff up. Alright. Now that we've taken care of all the other rooms, now we can go into the key-coded rooms. We'll go into the yellow key door first. I'm going to go ahead and equip my rocket launcher, because when we come over here and grab this red key, There is a bunch of enemies that come down, but there's also an invulnerability, and I'm going to use that. Why waste ammo? Can't handle my god mode. And that takes care of that. Now, we should have only one enemy left that we haven't had killed. This witch raises up the platform over here so we can get back. Now, what I can do is, because we're approaching the end of the level, I can grab the supercharge. And I can go back into the room right here and pick up this armor. Just so we're topped off. Now, the red key door. Now, you want to just go ahead and move. Because these platforms lower. And there's no going back. When we open the door, we have a pinky facing away from us. Just kill him. And that is it for tricks and traps. This map actually took me a few tries to get done correctly. Just because I often died in the pain elemental room. That's why it's better to take the middle teleporter to get the high ground to deal with the enemies, and then deal with the pain elementals. You don't want to deal with all of them at the same time. And just to keep in mind, the Cyber Demon and Baron room, it's kind of luck dependent whether or not that the Cyber Demon dies or not. Because I've had instances where it does end up surviving and just gets shot by a stray rocket. Because the rocket just weaves between the Barons, and like just all the Barons die before the Cyber Demon is killed, just because the Cyber Demon is just being very aggressive. You want to hope for the Barons to stun and the Cyber Demon to not really attack as much. But regardless, that's going to be it for this mission. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you thought. And if you're new to the channel and you want to keep up with this adventure, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload, join the Fox Army, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Till then, see you then.